Welcome back to the Stephan Show. My name is Graham, and welcome to my show. And today is my favorite day of the day, and that would be when CNBC Make It post a brand new episode of, wait for it, Millennial Money. Now, for those of you new to the whole millennial money thing, basically what CNBC does is they go and follow the lives of millennials and see how they spend and they save and they invest their money and they make poor financial decisions. And then CNBC puts them on YouTube for me to judge behind a computer screen and poke some fun at. It's great. These are my favorite days of the day. And today we got this video which just posted. Living on $100K a year in Fairfax, VA. Wait for it, millennial money. So with that said, guys, let's make sure to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm and get our 4 free stocks down below in the description. And if this video gets 10,000 likes, guess what? I'm gonna open up a first edition Pokemon's Jungle pack. This has been sitting on my desk now for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You know how difficult it is to have this just sitting there unopened and for me to just be so curious what's inside of it. So 10,000 likes, guys. I'm just gonna unpack this. So anyway, with that said, thank you so much, and we'll begin here.
For someone in their mid-20s who still lives at home with their parents, I thought it'd be really cool to represent that population and share my pros and cons of living at home and the pros and cons of the finance part of it as well.
What do you mean pros and cons? There's only pros. Pros. Free rent. Gosh, cons. I have so much money. I don't know what to do with it all. Pros. It's just, hey, there's always food in the fridge. That's the thing about parents. You go to their house, there's always food in the fridge. You come here, there's not a guarantee there's gonna be food in the fridge.
Hi, my name is Christina Trung. I'm 24 years old. I make around $100,000 per year and I live in Fairfax, Virginia.
Okay, so I think the only stigma comes from she's making $100K living with her parents. But you know what? I'm all for it. You know how much money she's able to save by doing this? So much money. So much money. She's gonna be balling so hard when she's 30 years old. She could just buy her parents a house if she wants to.
I'm a project manager for a digital consulting firm in the DC area. I also own a cupcake company called District Cupcake.
Oh, those look like expensive cupcakes. You know, a while ago we did a glamour. This was one of the most viewed videos on my channel. This lady was living paycheck to paycheck on basically minimum wage. And she spent $71 on Sprinkles cupcakes. 71. These look expensive. These are the type of cupcakes that you would spend $8 on each. I hope they do a millennial business on her and they break down the cost of these cupcakes. Listen, they look delicious. I'm glad she's the one selling them though. She's not buying these, she's selling, she's making money from this.
Thankfully, I've been very blessed to still have my job during the pandemic. I think right now I'm working a little bit more because there's less of a line between work and life balance.
Again, I think nothing wrong with that. Your 20s are the time to do that. Don't have a work-life balance. Just work. And then that gives you the flexibility for the rest of your life to have whatever work-life balance you choose to have. This looks like a nice house though. No wonder she doesn't want to leave. Look at that. Look at that place. It's nice. The brick facade, nice landscaping, green grass. There's no reason to leave this.
So I moved back in with my mom, dad, and sister because I wanted to, one, pay off my student loan debt and also be able to pay for my sister's college.
Yeah, again, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. She's got great parents. As long as they have a good relationship and the parents are not holding her back. It's like,
you know, it's 8 p.m. It's 8 p.m. You're not home right now. It's not home right now. It's 8 p.m.
Like, as long as they're not doing that, you're fine.
Unfortunately, my mom has been laid off due to and I'm paying a little bit more each month towards our mortgage and utilities because of that. Our family splits our household budget by mortgage, utilities, and any subscription services. So I pay for...
Let's look at this. Savings, $2,000 a month. Then we got investments, $1,366 a month. 401k, Roth IRA, brokerage. I don't know if I would do the 401k. I don't know. I think only do the 401k up to the employer match. Then do the Roth IRA. I keep saying this. I think taxes are going to go up in the future. I think you do a 401k today. You're going to be taxed more in the future than you would just getting it over with today. That's just what I think. Okay, then we got donations, $670 a month, good. Housing, $400. And that is 20% of parents' mortgage. That's fair. That's fair. That's totally fine. Food. Look at this, $200 a month. That's the joys of living with parents, getting dinners every night. That's awesome. Business. $200 a month. That is social media supplies. It's fine. Phone. $160 a month in the phone. What phone do you have? It's $160 a month. I have like this unlimited everything plan with T-Mobile. I think it's like 70 bucks. But anyway, 160 is too much. Then we got transportation, 149 with an S squiggly sign. Car payment, gas, insurance, Ubers. That's too cheap. There's no way. What's her car payment? That's low. That's good. Utilities, 135 with a weird paragraph sign. Cable, electric, heat, water, Wi-Fi. Okay. And then MISC with a triangle. Entertainment and shopping. Overall, there's nothing in here that I could really criticize except the phone. I think the phone is too much. She should be paying no more, 80 bucks. And then put that $80 back in the investments.
$400 to $500 a month on the mortgage, $100 for utilities, and $160 for all of our phone lines.
Gosh, Graham, if I just listened to it an extra 2 seconds, that's like all the phone lines. So I guess she's paying everyone's phone bill for maybe her family or her business. I don't know, but it's multiple lines, so maybe that's not as bad. Oh, she's got the Capital One Saver card. Not bad. But that's a Tory Burch bag. That's a Tory Burch bag. That's expensive. She doesn't need that. She could just use a grocery bag. I'm kidding. But those Tory Burch bags, they're kind of pricey.
I really enjoy credit card shopping. I like to look at the latest deals and points that I can get. I just got this Chase Preferred credit card, so they changed their welcome offer. If you spend $4,000 within the first 3 months, you get $750 worth of travel credit, which is awesome.
Ooh, yeah, she watches the channel for sure. What's up? How's it going? Thanks so much. I'm sure you also watch Ask Sebi, Credit Shifu, Flyer Talk. Man, that's awesome. The points guy, that's good. I like it. Makes sense.
I try to use credit cards as much as I can. I have a little system set up where I know which card to use when I grocery shop.
Why is she buying coffee? Why is she doing that? Coffee de clé and sandwich. I like that how they just put the and sandwich at the bottom, just so you know. That's at least like $4 right there. I wouldn't have done that. Not when CNBC's filming, unless they're paying for it.
I started a cupcake company because my mom and my sister love baking, and we always would make cakes or cupcakes for family or family friends, and I really wanted to monetize it.
Spoken like a YouTuber, gotta monetize that. Do I enjoy it? Yep. Now I'm gonna make some money on it.
So started this company officially the beginning of this year. We had a few pop-up shops. We work with our corporate clients to do event catering, and we do individual orders. I don't do any of the baking. I always ask to help out, but my mom and my sister tell me to stay as far away from the kitchen as possible. So I just do deliveries or fold boxes.
Wow, look at that. It's too nice to eat. That's the issue, I think, with some of these things, is just you don't want to eat them because they look so nice. I wouldn't eat it. You buy it thinking you're gonna eat it, and then you look at it for a while, and then by the time you're like, oh, I should probably eat this, it's stale.
In the beginning, before we had a pretty consistent stream of sales. We were making around $500 a week from that. Unfortunately, because of our orders have fluctuated a bit, so some weeks we're making 10 cakes and other weeks we don't have any orders.
Yeah, it's gotta be tough now. $500 a week though is pretty good for making cupcakes.
I was able to pay for college because my cousin actually is a super genius and got scholarships to all the Ivy Leagues, and he had a Virginia 529 plan, which he actually gave to me, and that funded around half of my college tuition.
Wow, good for him. Look at that. Pays to be smart. Pays to be smart. Christina took out around $25,000 of subsidized and unsubsidized loans. Could be worse. Could be worse.
I paid off my subsidized student loans first throughout my college years through various jobs and internship money, and I paid off all of my unsubsidized student loans the end of 2018, so right now I'm completely debt-free.
Looks like a very awkward seating for her. They just throw her in a wooden chair in the middle of the room and they're like, okay, go. Talk. Tell us about the loans. It doesn't look that comfy, does it? It makes it look more like an interrogation.
I decided to pay my sister's college tuition because my cousin paid for around half of mine. Because he gave me that gift of education, I really want to do the same for my sister and not have that hanging over her head or my parents' head.
So if she has no one underneath her, she gets off easy. She's like, all right, well, I guess there's no one else to pay off student loans. I'm just gonna go over here for a little bit. Christina has $55,000 saved, most of which will go towards her sister. Does her sister need to spend that much in college? Man, it's so expensive. Why? Why can't she use that money for her sister to go and house hack? How'd that 40 grand turn into like 300 grand with a few good real estate investments? She is still playing with those same $20 bills. Have you noticed that? Like, throughout the entire series, she's like counting them, and now she's just like stacking them. CNBC, you gotta get better at the B-roll. Seriously, I think it's the one thing. Nobody notices it, but I see this, and like once you see stuff like this, you can't unsee it.
We were having trouble making our house payments and eventually had to decide whether or not to sell my mom's nail shop and foreclose our house.
Yeah, yikes. Her parents sold both the salon and the home at a loss and moved in with family in Virginia. Yikes. Wonder what happened there, like what they bought the house at, what it sold for. Yikes, rough times, rough times. All right, so Christina puts $732 a month into the 401k, $500 a month in Roth IRA, and $134 into her brokerage. I would almost say, honestly, put more money in the brokerage. I think 401k only makes sense up to the employer match, because think of it this way too. When you invest long-term, at least right now, you have the advantage of long-term capital gains. And depending on your tax bracket, it's going to be anywhere from 0%, nothing, all the way to 20%. Consider this 401k. All of that money, even though she's investing it for the long term, is going to be taxed as ordinary income. So even though you might invest now and it grows to some big amount in the future, you don't get to take advantage of any of those long-term capital gains. So honestly, I just feel like there's not a lot of benefit to the 401k unless you get an employer match.
I also have a Webull and Robinhood account.
Woo! Webull, where you could get 4 free stocks down below in the description when you deposit $100. That's basically free money, guys. Like, let me ask you a question. Do you like free money? Do you like money just being deposited into your bank account for basically no work whatsoever? Well, that's what Webull pretty much does. When you deposit $100 on the platform, they're going to give you 4 free stocks. 2 of those stocks are worth at minimum $8, all the way up to $1,600. And then the other stocks are worth anywhere, I believe it's from $2.50 up to $12. So worst case, you're going to make like 18 bucks, 20 bucks. Worst case, for like 5 minutes worth of work by clicking the link down below in the description. Enjoy.
I feel very comfortable living in Fairfax with this salary, mainly because I'm living at home. But ultimately, when I do end up moving out, I hope to make a little bit more just to be able to put a down payment on a house and pay off my mortgage each month. So hopefully within the next year or so, I aim to make about 120 to 130K.
Jeez. Wait. Did we find out what she does for a living? Did I just zone over that? My mind has just, I don't know what's going on lately. I think maybe lack of sleep. I've just been so forgetful lately. Like, it's been really bad. Like, you could ask me like what just happened like 3 hours ago and be like, wait, what? Meanwhile, I know stock prices. Like, I'll know anything that's going on with the stock market, real estate market. I got all that memorized. But like anything that just happens around, couldn't tell you. Let me go back.
I'm a project manager for a digital consulting firm in the DC area.
That's it. Okay, I skimmed over that. That's why.
It feels really good to be able to help my parents out. I know that growing up, they have worked 12-hour days to be able to provide for me and my sister. So just to be able to do the same and not have them worry about how they're going to pay off their mortgage or how they're going to pay for my sister's tuition is a really great feeling for me, and it makes me feel like I'm working towards something more than just myself.
Great episode. Great episode. How could you dislike this? How could you look at this and be like, no, this is bad? But overall on this, I'm trying to think. You know, it's a good episode when I gotta think like what's wrong with it. I would say my biggest thing would be, gosh, it's maybe the 401k. Maybe put that money in a brokerage account instead, and then maybe just besides that, just incentivize your sister to maybe community college it, state school it, unless there's something she really needs to go to college for. I don't know. I just think education is so expensive, and to feed into that. Especially when she's saved up so much money. But then again, you could say she's living with her parents, they're helping her out, they're making it possible, so it makes sense that some of the money goes to help her sister. So either way, you can't go wrong in this. She's doing phenomenal. She's making a ton of money, living at home, saving most of it. She knows her stuff. Great episode. Great episode and great example of what I think more people should be doing. Be like her. Do what she's doing, and love to try some of the cupcakes at some point. How's that? I like it. And she has the pinned comment, so if anyone wants to look into these cupcakes, district_cupcake. So there you go, guys. Enjoy. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram. I post it pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there, as in the podcast, The Iced Coffee Hour. New episodes being posted every single Sunday. And lastly, if you guys want those 4 free stocks, use the link down below in the description. Like I said a million times in this video, Weeblu's going to give you 4 free stocks. Use that link down below. Let me know which ones you got. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.